Hey, what's up, guys? DoA here to talk to you about something very important that is quite dear to me, and that thing, of course, is posture. Anyway, posture is actually really, really important, although you may not feel it now. Trust me, if you don't start focusing on it early, you are going to feel it later, and it's going to make gaming a lot harder to do. And anything that makes gaming harder to do, we don't like. So let's talk a little bit about this. First of all, I think one of the most important things with posture is to get a good chair. Now, this may not mean one of those like fancy gaming chairs or anything like that. It just means a good chair. And to me, anyway, a good chair is something that you can put the armrests all the way down so you don't actually use them. I'm not a fan of using the armrests because it puts pressure on your elbows and stuff right here, which can cause all sorts of like nerve issues and things like that. Something that lets you have your arms down at like a 90-degree angle, basically, with your elbow bend and all that. And something also that supports your lower back. This is all really, really boring stuff too, I know, but trust me, it is important in that it kind of pushes into your lower back a little bit. Not so much that you're like leaning back like this crazy and your double chin is out like this, but something that at least supports you so you can sit up straight and not feel like you're having to like work super hard to do it, right? Another thing is something that your feet can be like pretty evenly on the ground. You don't want your feet like hanging there, and you don't want your like legs really high up in the air, your knees up or anything like that too. So just something where you can sit in a normal upright posture. We can kind of scoot up to the computer desk a little bit, not too close to the monitor, of course. That's an eye thing. That's a different thing. But in a way that you can sort of get your arms at the right angle and all that, and keep your shoulders back as well. Because we have a tendency, of course, when we're sitting and typing a report or playing games or something, for this to happen, right? Where our head kind of goes forward, our shoulders kind of go forward like this, and this happens a lot when we're like focusing on a game too as well. So if you think about it, it's going to be hard at first. You're going to notice yourself being in this position a lot. But if you really kind of focus on it, focus on keeping your shoulders back a little bit. I'm not talking like stick your chest out or anything like that. I'm just saying keep your shoulders back a little bit. Keep your arms a little bit more separate. You might have to move your keyboard and your mouse around a little bit on the desk or something like that. Focus on, like keeping your head back a little bit. Not like this. Not like I'm like taking a selfie from like this angle, which always looks terrible for me. But, just in a way where you're not like hunched forward. You don't want that nerd back posture, right? You want to try to avoid that because it starts now, right? This is the point in your life where that nerd back thing begins. So if you're aware of that, and you can focus on your posture now, you can avoid a lot of annoying things in the future cropping up. So if we go back in time, maybe about, like 10, 15 years ago now, I used to get like really, really bad wrist pain. And it was because a combination of things. I was slouching, I was using a wrist pad with like one of those wrist support things on it, but it really just kind of like pushes on like the nerves right here and is bad for you. And I was kind of having a tendency to sit back a little bit like this, like the dude from the South Park episode. And it all just led to like a lot of pretty intense pain, honestly, when I was playing. And I didn't want intense pain when I was playing World of Warcraft or any other game. So I did some research. I tried to change my posture. And ever since then, I honestly have had no issues. And it's been great. So even if you are starting to feel a little bit of pain now, a lot of times, I'm not a doctor, obviously, but a lot of times fixing your posture can make some of that stuff go away and improve things. If it gets really intense, obviously you should probably see a doctor. But if it's just kind of bothering you, try adjusting some of those posture things. And I really, really encourage you to look up some of this stuff yourself and hear it from actual experts instead of me, who has, had to employ some of this in his life to kind of like, be a little bit healthier himself, but am by no means an expert on the topic. So here's a little bit of a starter for you. Go do some research, and hopefully with all of this, you'll be able to play long and happy hours of gaming with no pain, no discomfort or anything like that. So good luck, good games. See you next time.